Hey everybody, Gman hanging out here in the hideout, and I have got a new dirt from a new vendor I found on eBay. I took a chance. Let's see how it goes. So this is the dirt I got. It is from Motherlode Prospecting, and I found it on eBay. It's supposed to be some of their premium bedrock concentrates. Not a lot of dirt, as y'all can see. It's very small. And the thing is, there's no guaranteed amount of gold in here. It does say it's guaranteed gold, but no guaranteed amount. So I'm going to put the description up here and let y'all check it out. And then I also got a little package here that came with it. So when we open this up and check it out, we'll check this out at the same time. All right, let's do that. Let's get the overhead set up. All right, well, the first thing we are going to do is get this dumped into the bowl. And let's check it out. Bunch of small rocks. Don't feel anything in there. A few little bigger pieces. Ooh, but they break up, so we'll have to make sure of that. I will classify this down probably 10, 20, plus 40, minus 40, because tip of the day, same size material, the gold is easier to get out of. If everything's all mushed up together in different sizes, it's harder to get the gold out of. All right, let's check out what's inside this. I don't know what it is. Hoping ain't nothing gonna jump out at me. Oh, okay, cool. Little vial. That'll come in handy. All right, well, let's get the classification station set up and we'll get to going. Here we go with the tin mesh.
Got a small bag sitting on my table. Didn't look like much, just another label. Premium Bedrock concentrates, they say. From Motherlode Prospecting headed my way. I've seen dirt that promised big dreams and ended up light in the pan, it seems. So I kept my hope somewhere in between.
All right, we have our 4 classifications. We have our plus 10, plus 20, plus 40, and minus 40. Not a lot in those. Should be easy to pan out. And that should be pretty easy to pan out as well. So we'll get the panning station set up and let's see what kind of gold, if any, we're going to get. And I know you're probably asking, well, G-Man, why are you buying unguaranteed gold? Well, one, gold is getting harder to find, especially pay dirts with guaranteed gold. That is getting harder to find. And frankly, I sold out all my dirt, so I got to replenish, and I'm trying to find, pay dirts to buy. So that's why this one is an iffy. All right, we have got some water. And I'm going to put a little G juice in there, a little bit of surfactant. That'll help break up the surface tension of the water so gold doesn't float. Because yes, fine gold and stuff like that will float. So, got my pan. It's all nice and clean. I already cleaned it out to make sure I don't contaminate my results. And we're going to start with the minus 40. And just do about half of it.
just another run through the sluice machine. Not a whole lot of gravel in my hand, but sometimes it goes where you least expect it to land. Swirl that pan, let the black sand roll, slow it down, let the water take control. Didn't look like much when I cut it open, but that flash in the bottom had me hoping. Little bag, big surprise, gold shining back in my eyes. Yeah, you never really know till you slow it down what's hiding in that pay dirt from the ground. Magnet pull the heavies to the side. Blonde sand washed away with the tide. Careful taps and a steady hand, watching color settle in the pan. Just a scoop or two, that was all. Didn't think I'd see much at all. Then a picker caught that morning light, and everything changed in that sight. It's funny how the small ones hit just right when you weren't expecting that kind of shine. Swirl that pan, let the black sand roll, slow it down, let the water take control. Didn't look like much when I cut it open, but that flash in the bottom had me hoping. Little bag, big surprise, gold shining back in my eyes. Yeah, you never really know till you slow it down what's hiding in that pay dirt from the ground. Not about the weight, not about the score. It's that moment when you see that color more, from a handful of dirt to a pocket of shine. That's why we
Next is our plus 40. I'm just going to do all that at one time. Here we go.
Swirl that pan, let the black sand roll. Feel that heartbeat down in your soul. Didn't need a mountain, didn't need a load. Just a little surprise from the Motherlode. Little bag, big surprise, gold shining back in my eyes. Yeah, it ain't the size, it's the find you found when the gold shows up from the ground. Just a small run on an ordinary day, turned into color in the best kind of way. You never know what a little dirt might hold till you wash it down and see that gold. Got a small bag sitting on my table. Didn't look like much, just another label. Premium Bedrock concentrates, they say, from Motherlode Prospecting headed my way. I've seen dirt that promised big dreams and ended up light in the pan, it seems. So I kept my hope somewhere in between, just another run through the sluice machine. Not a whole lot of gravel in my hand, but sometimes it goes where you least expect it to land. Swirl that pan, let the black sand roll, slow it down, let the water take control. Didn't look like much when I cut it open, but that flash in the bottom had me hoping. Little bag, big surprise, gold shining back in my eyes. Yeah, you never really know till you slow it down what's hiding in that pay dirt from the ground. Magnet pull the heavies to the side. Blonde sand washed away with the tide. Careful taps and a steady hand, watching color settle in the pan. Just a scoop or two, that was all. Didn't think I'd see much at all. Then a picker caught that morning light, and everything changed in that sight. It's funny how the small ones hit just right when you weren't expecting that kind of shine. Swirl that pan, let the black sand roll, slow it down, let the water water take control. Didn't look like much when I cut it open, but that flash in the bottom had me hoping. Little bag, big surprise, gold shining back at my eyes.
Now I want to stop for a second. See that right there? That is not gold. You can tell by it changes color, and look how it floated away. Woo, it's gone. Anyway, back to it.
Not about the weight, not about the score. It's that moment when you see that color more. From a handful of dirt to a pocket of shine. That's why we chase it every time. Swirl that pan, let the black sand roll. Feel that heartbeat down in your soul. Didn't need a mountain, didn't need a load. Just a little surprise from the Motherlode. Little bag, big surprise.
Man, I did not expect that. For no guaranteed amount of gold, that was pretty cool. I got a little bit of gold in every classification. Ooh, I can't wait to dry this up and check it out. So let's do a snuffer dump real quick. Let's see what we got. And I'll dry it up and we'll take it back inside and we'll do the rest of this. Snuffer dump time. Listen to that. Making a little bit of noise. I mean, there's some pretty chunky little pieces in here. I can't wait to get in here and see what it got. I can't wait to get in here and see what it has. That's pretty nice. All right, let's get a phone close-up shot of that. 3 times. 9 times. It's a lot of gold. All right, let's dry it up. And I'll get it cleaned up. There's still a little bit of black sand in there. Man, this is some pretty chunky gold. This is some pretty chunky gold. I wasn't really expecting all that. And then look at all that fine stuff. I was not expecting that. This has been a great surprise. Yes, I know there's still some black sands in there, but that fine stuff, it was hard to separate. All right, let's go ahead and weigh this up. All right, let's see where this settles out at. 0.39. Nice. All right, so when I purchased this bag, gold was crazy. Spot price on this bag, let's see, spot price was $5,296.93. So I ran that through the calculator and I paid $80.41 total for the bag. And that gives me a 61.94% ROI. Now, looking at today's spot price, because gold has went way down, spot price as I'm doing this video is $4,358.93. I mean, it has gone way down. But that does help with my ROI because now it's 67.97% or 67.98%. I can't complain on that. But anyway, I really did like the bag. Go check them out. Motherlode Prospecting on eBay. It was fun. No guarantee, but it was fun. If you like this video, check out my next one.